What is love?
Love to me, or as I said before, it's different for everyone, but to me, it's someone who is always loyal, who will always be there for you, who sees you at your worst so that they can earn your best, and just, makes you feel warm inside. Whether that be like a mom and dad, a parental figure, friends, or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or life partner.
Love is the connection between two people that makes life worth living.
Love to me is like being yourself completely. Like, I feel like with love, I've done this a lot, and also people have done this to me, where you like say you love someone, but then your next step is like trying to change them, or wishing they were something else, or wishing they were more like this or more like that. So love to me now is just radically accepting someone for who they are, and like it starts with like do you actually like the person for who they are, and then just loving every part of them, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's confusing, whether they do something you wouldn't do. It's just like loving every side of someone and not trying to change them or like encamp on their individuality in any way.
Love is a warm, comfortable feeling.
I would say love is universal, and it invokes a feeling in people that makes you want to be around them more than just once. I know that's more on a scientific level, but I think love is also earned and something that you have to experience in life in order to truly understand who you are, because you can love someone, but sometimes you have to learn how to let them go because they're not always the best for you. So it's a complicated relationship with humans and love, but I think it's necessary for all humans to feel some extent of love, whether it's familial relation-wise or platonically, because love is something that can make you grow and become a better person at the end of the day.
I think love is showing up for somebody unconditionally, and nothing about the person can like scare you away or change your opinion of them, and just being there for each other. And the world's really hard, and love is just like having people that you can count on, simply.
Love to me is a mental and spiritual bond and connection. It can't really be described, and it's not the same for every person. You have the love of a parent, a love of a spouse, a love of a child. It's the not knowing why. You do something for people, or you feel a certain way, but you don't really know why, but you just want to do more and more and more. And I don't know, I can't describe it. It's just a feeling, it's a movement. It's not tangible, you can't really see it, you just feel it. So
I feel like over the years I've kind of learned that love is comfort. It changes, and it's not just romantic, but even today, like when I look at people, like being people and just like appreciating the breeze and just like being comfortable with myself, like I find that to be the best form of love. So that's how I view it.
I mean, I journal about love a lot, but I've never been in love. I don't know, I experienced love with my family and like friends. I feel like I've been lucky to find friends that I think fill what other people might feel is missing when you're not in love romantically. My girlfriends are just like, they fill that really well for me. But I don't know, I think the times that I've felt like I'm starting to fall, or like I'm close, or I'm feeling love, is when those big feelings that maybe you try to push away, or sometimes people might make you feel crazy for feeling them, or I don't know, it might feel embarrassing to feel such like strong feelings. I think when you don't feel afraid to just kind of live in them, or you don't feel like you need to suppress them, I feel like that is love, whether that's romantic or with your best friends or with your family. And I don't know, I think a lot of my life I feel like I feel too big. Like I've for a lot of my life I've pushed down my big feelings, and I felt weak for having really big feelings. But I think when you're with people you love, and when you're with people who love you back, there's not a question about if my feelings are too big. It's just those are your feelings and they're celebrated. And yeah, I think I think the second that your feelings don't feel too big is when you're with someone who accepts them completely.
To me, love is about being considerate and thinking about someone outside of just your regular day to day. In particular, what I think about is like you're at work and you forgot your umbrella and you text someone and you say, "Oh shit, I forgot my umbrella." Or even, you don't even say that part, you just say it's raining and you're upset, and then that person shows up and brings an umbrella for you. Something that's just going the extra mile for someone because that's what you do. That's how you think about them. Someone you're willing to go the extra mile for. I had an ex where I would walk to just drop her off at her dorm, and she always thought that I was like going out of my way to do that, and I wasn't. But even if I was, that was worth it. It was fine. Like, that was part of the point. I guess that's just my definition.
The first word that came to my mind was care when you said that. And I think just general, I don't know, how I would like to express love is like showing care to others, if it's just a smile, or like actual care, like taking care of the people that I live with and doing the dishes and showing them love in that way. Or yeah, but I don't know. I feel like those two words go hand in hand in my brain. So that's what I'd say.
Well, when you asked me that initially, the first thing that popped into my head was like, love is everything. At least for me, I feel like you can love what you do, you can love your community, you can love yourself, most importantly. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's so big that you can't really put it in a box, you know? Yeah.
All right, it's the most powerful emotion, and it will make you do the craziest things.
I think that love is a not symbol, but something that connects like humanity like as a whole. Just because, just in like today's like modern age, I feel like we're always like constantly like arguing and like so separated from one another. So I feel like love is just something that we like all share, and it's just such an amazing feeling to experience. And so yeah, I don't really, yeah.
What is love? Love is patience. Love is trust. Yeah, I think sometimes it gets misconstrued when there's other people involved, and it's tough. But I think at the core, love comes first with the self, and it's about trusting yourself and trusting that what you're doing is okay, and even if it's not exactly how it's supposed to be, and it's not going to exactly where you thought it was going to go, it's still okay, and it's still beautiful.
I think love is comfort.
To me, love is compassion for the people around you. It can be directed to someone you're close to in your life. It can be directed to strangers around you. It's just a form of putting other people's needs above your own, or maybe thinking of other people's needs as your own, of taking ownership over how the people you care about feel, and trying to bolster that feeling, to be part of the good or help them process the bad.